Joined here by Casandra White. And Cassandra, we appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you.
Hey, so how's it been going? We're talking about, seems like you guys just got back on campus, but it's already been almost a couple months now. So what has it been like being back and get back to practices?
Yeah, I feel like after so many months, it's finally nice to be on campus and be around people, my teammates. So it's been going really well so far.
What has been the biggest adjustment, because you're a transfer, so it's never easy, I guess, to transfer, I'm sure, anytime, but especially when a pandemic's going on. So how was that adjustment for you coming back here?
I would say the adjustment was a little bit different just because, usually going to a school, we have new classmates, new people just like outside of the sport. But coming during this time when everything is online learning, it's definitely hard to reach out and meet new people, but I think the school did a really good job, and my coaches as well did a good job of just having us all come together and being able to practice together. It just makes it a lot easier. Again, seeing people is really nice, so.
Yeah, it was definitely not happening for the first few months of all the pandemic going on. Yeah. So what were you able to do, over the summer? Because you're coming to a new school. Did you do group chat just to kind of get to know some of your new teammates?
Yeah. So we had a couple of Zoom meetings throughout the summer. Had our workouts. It was definitely tough to stay on top of things just for being out for so long, and then trying to stay consistent with us not knowing if our season was going to go on or not. It was hard to stay motivated, but overall I think it was good how it worked out, and I think that us being here, it just kind of makes it all better.
How was it for you too, going back here at Peninsula? It's back to the spring, it's March, you guys are just going along your everyday lives there, and then all of a sudden everything gets shut down. How was that for you up there, and then how did you adjust?
Yeah, so we were actually in the middle of our NWAC tournaments. So we were on our way to Oregon because they had kind of switched up the scheduling because Seattle was kind of a hot spot for COVID. So on our way to Oregon, and it was actually the morning of our very first playoff game, we got that call that our season was just canceled. And so it was pretty tough not being able to finish off the season, especially being a sophomore, not being able to just give it my one last go during the playoffs. But overall, it was what it was, and can't really turn back. But
how much did that make you feel that, hey, what's going to happen for my next step? Because, you're thinking you're going to finish up at least getting to play the playoffs, get more film for yourself to send out, and then all of a sudden that ain't going to happen. So
yeah.
What was kind of your process of, hey, where am I going to go next after that?
Yeah, so it was a little bit scary just because I had contacted so many coaches to come to see those games. So missing out on those, it was tough just because I couldn't build my highlight tape, but I had visited WOU over the spring the year prior, so I knew that this was a potential place that I wanted to go to, and I really did enjoy my visit the last time I came. So yeah, it was tough, but just gave it what it was.
So, what ended up happening then, when Western Oregon then came up back on the radar? Because, here you are, you went from California to Washington to play, and then, your season ends. And so what happened with, Holly and the coaches, and when did you decide to come here?
Yeah, so they had actually offered me a scholarship the spring that I visited, but I decided to stay at the junior college for one more year just to get a little bit more experience and to build my knee, because I did injure my ACL my freshman year, so I really wanted that extra year of experience before transferring. But I really do think that extra year really built my confidence and overall my game of play. So I think that helped me a lot. And after my sophomore year, Holly was able to offer me again, and I was really happy with the decision to come here.
How much of an adjustment have you noticed coming to this level, coming to D2 now and being around your teammates? You guys haven't been able to do, full scrimmages with the new rules and everything, but, you've been able to practice enough with them. What have been the biggest things you've noticed with your time practicing with them?
I think it's hard because with quarantine for so many months, we were all, well, I'll speak for myself. I wasn't as conditioned as I normally would be, but I think the coaches did a really nice job of transitioning us into where we need to be, and so I think that was really helpful.
How much do you think it, in some ways it kind of helped? Because normally we'd already be way deep into the season at this point. You'd already be playing some conference games, and with not being able to practice as much and train as much through the summer, how much has maybe that helped a little bit not playing right away, coming in this fall to kind of get your guys' conditioning ready?
I think it helps a ton just because I know after not playing for so long and then getting right back into it, there could be a lot of injuries. But I think this way we're able to build slow and work our muscles the right way and get conditioned slowly. But yeah, I think it really helped a lot.
And last thing for you too, what was it about the sport of basketball that brought you into it? What do you enjoy the most about it?
So what I like most about basketball is the commitment of being in the sport and the team and the whole team chemistry, and also pushing yourself to be better every day. I think that is one of the things that I like most about it. So.
All right, Casandra. Well, we really appreciate you swinging by. It was good catching up with you today. Of course, best of luck this season whenever we get going, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.